Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the channel Raman, the Data Alchemist. So today we are going to cover the ingestion of data into the Microsoft Fabric. So there are so many ways to ingest the data into Microsoft Fabric, but today we are going to cover the Dataflow Gen2. Okay. So here I have prepared the small presentation for it, like what are the things we are going to cover. So let's go through. So there are so many ways to ingest the data into the Microsoft Fabric. So one of them is to ingest the data flow with the Dataflow Gen2. Dataflow Gen1 is also there, but Dataflow Gen2 is the most advanced one because it gives you the multiple destinations and multiple transformation. Also the integration with AI, that the Microsoft AI Copilot. And the second way is to orchestrate the process, and you can use the data factory. You can create the data flow Gen2 or any other activity and use the data factory to orchestrate the process, and you can move the data to the inside of data factory. Either you want to get the data from the external sources, like let's suppose maybe S3 bucket or Google storage or any other application like Dataverse, right? And the third one will be the Apache Spark. So we have a notebook item in the Microsoft Fabric. So there you can write the particular query or code. Let's suppose we are going to, if you are going to get the data from the ADLS. So you can write the code for that in the Apache Spark, in the notebook, and you can get the data. Either you can connect from the SQL Server on-prem. So it depends on the how you write the code and like for what sources you are going to bring the data. And the last one is the real-time intelligence. So real-time intelligence is it's a kind of a separate experience in the Microsoft Fabric. So where you can stream the data using the event stream. So event stream is the inbuilt part of the real-time intelligence. So where you can use the sample data which is present in the Microsoft Fabric, or either you can use the Azure IoT Hub and or Azure Event Stream, right? So you can configure the process, and you can bring the data from Azure IoT Hub, Azure Event Stream, or either internal of the Fabric. So we'll cover all these things like the Data Factory, Apache Spark, or Notebook, real-time intelligence. Real-time intelligence is actually a very big topic in the Microsoft Fabric. So we'll cover one by one in detail. So today we are going to cover the Dataflow Gen2, which provides a way to ingest the data into the Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So the today agenda will be will give you the introduction of the Dataflow Gen2 and how the Dataflow Gen2 works in the Microsoft Fabric. What are the sources? What are the transformation? What are the multiple destinations which are present? And also I will give you a demo kind of thing. I will walk you through the interface of the Dataflow Gen2. I will create a Dataflow Gen2 and show you how it works and how we are going to automate it with the pipelines. So Data Factory, don't worry about it. I will create a detailed video in later part about the Data Factory. But how we are going to automate this Dataflow Gen2 using the pipelines, and we are going to schedule the pipeline so that our destination will be getting refreshed according to the pipeline schedule. Whatever interval we are going to schedule the pipeline, it will refresh the data in the destination. So let's start with the Dataflow Gen2. So before that, Microsoft Fabric offers a unified solution for data engineering, integration, and analytics, and the data science part, either the Power BI. So we have already covered this part, which is like Microsoft Fabric is divided into two parts now, the Fabric and the Power BI. So Fabric contains all the data related part, data engineering, data science, data analyst. Then comes to the Power BI, where all the visualization, report, and dashboard being created. So let's jump into the Dataflow Gen2. So data ingestion to the data into the Microsoft Fabric, it's a crucial step in for the end-to-end analytics, which is nothing but a data ingestion. So Dataflow Gen2 basically used to ingest and transform the data from multiple sources. So when I walk you through the interface, I will show you how many options are present to get the data from the source or external source. So it is used to ingest and transform the data from multiple sources and then land the cleansed data to the another destination. After transformation, there is an option of you can move the data to the particular destination, and it can be incorporated into data pipelines also, like for a more complex activity movement you want. Like let's suppose if you want to that Dataflow Gen2 to apply more transformation on top of that that is not available in the Dataflow Gen2, or either you want to schedule it on a particular interval. For that you have to use the pipeline, right, in the data factory, and it is also used as a data source in the Power BI. If you create a Dataflow Gen2 and you don't want to transform the data in the Power BI, before that only you want to transform the data, and then you can import it as a data source in the Power BI. So let's suppose I will give you an example for this one. So basically, and also what it does, Dataflow Gen2 is to extract the data, then transform, and then load the workflows into a particular destination. So you can use the output. It can be also loaded to the Fabric stores and can be used by the data analyst for the Power BI reports. So I will give you one example of the retail company. So let's suppose, imagine you working for a retail company with stores across the globe, right? And as a data engineer, you need to prepare and transform the data from various sources into a format that is suitable for data analysis and reporting or making the dashboard. So the business requests a semantic model that consolidates separate data sources from the different stores. So you are bringing the data from S3 bucket also, ADLS also, Google S3, Google storage also, maybe from on-prem sources, from Excel sheet, from text or CSV file. You are bringing the data from multiple sources, right? So what the Dataflow Gen2 used to do, it allows you to prepare the data to ensure the consistency and then stage the data in the preferred destination. So what you're bringing the data from multiple sources and you're doing all the transformation, and then you're loading the data into a particular destination. So it also enables reuse and make it easy to update the data. So let's suppose you have created a Dataflow Gen2 and you applied multiple transformations on that one. So if you want to reuse that particular Dataflow Gen2, when a new data comes, the what do you call, the transformation will be automatically applied on top of that. So without data flow, let's say you have to manually extract and transform the data for every source, which is time consuming and prone to errors. If you don't, if you are not using Dataflow Gen2, so let's suppose talk about the traditional way. When you used to extract the data, then see if any. So in the traditional way, we are used to extract the data, then do the transformation, to check the every column. It was a very time consuming and also maybe prone to errors also, right? So this is the Dataflow Gen2. This is the introduction part. I will just walk you through the just the interface ones. So let's suppose I'm using this workspace Fabric Dev. So let me create a Dataflow Gen2 for you. So see, Dataflow Gen1 is also there. Both works the same way, but Dataflow Gen2 is the advanced one. I will show you what is the difference between Dataflow Gen1 and Dataflow Gen2. When you create a Dataflow Gen1, it asks you this pop-up came. Dataflow Gen2 significantly enhance the data ingestion and transformation capabilities available in Dataflow Gen1. So it has some advanced capabilities in comparison to Dataflow Gen1, like with new features such as output destination. Like in Gen1, you don't have any output destination. You can't move the data into a particular destination, right? But in Dataflow Gen2, you have multiple destinations, Lakehouse, warehouse. Right, I will show you. And they are also integrated with the Copilot, that is the AI integrated part. And it also supports the fast copy. So if you have like an idea about the notebooks command, so that is there is a notebook command called FastCP, FASTCP, which is used to ingest the large scale data, and it will take like minimum like I have ingested around 76 millions of rows within the 12 seconds. I will show you that part also in the later videos. And also it supports the new high scalable data flow transformation engine. So the transformation engine or the compute engine performs all the transformation. It's also the advanced one. The VNet gateway support. and the enhance replace history. So if you have sometimes applied some transformation and any regular data is coming, so it also replaces have some advanced replace history mechanism and diagnostic experience and more. So see, this is the pop-up came and still they're asking yes, create a Dataflow Gen2, no, create a Dataflow Gen1. So people nowadays use Dataflow Gen2 only. Right. So we'll go through the Dataflow Gen2. Okay, Dataflow Gen2. So, just and also you can see the enable Git integration deployment pipelines and public APIs level. See, this is in the preview, but you can also enable the Git integration with that one. So we create the Dataflow Gen2. Okay, see now there are four options coming on the top. That is the import from Excel, import from SQL Server, import from text CSV file, or import from data flows. Or there are two more options there below. Get data from another source, right? Import from a Power Query template. Okay, so let's suppose these are the four options only you are seeing, right? Now we'll go to the get data from another source. Now you will see how many sources are present. So currently see. Click on view more and you have this much sources. You can bring the data from file database inside of the Microsoft Fabric, Power Platform, Azure, online services and others. See, Excel, text, CSV, XML, JSON file, folder, PDF, Parquet. So these are the SharePoint, Snowflake also you can bring, Amazon Redshift, Google BigQuery, Vertica, Lakehouse, Warehouse. These are the internal of Microsoft Fabric. The data I was talking about, SQL database, Synapse, Azure blobs. So see, multiple sources are present. Almost more than I think 70 to 80 factors are present where you can bring the data, right? So we'll go through the, okay, there was an option of called data flow, right? So we'll go through the data flow once. So data flow is nothing but a type of cloud-based ETL tool for building and executing the scalable data transformation and processing, right? And Dataflow Gen2 allow you to extract data from various sources, transform it, and using a wide range of transformation operation. So I will show you once. I will do one thing. We'll upload the data and show you what are the transformations available in the Dataflow Gen2. So fundamentally, a data flow includes all of the transformation to reduce the data prep time, and then can be loaded into a new table, included in either the data pipeline or used as a data source for the data analyst. So how we are going to use the Dataflow Gen2, right? So traditionally, if you talk about the earlier we talked, data engineers used to spend significantly time extracting, transforming, and loading the data into a consumer format to the downstream analytics. So the goal of the Dataflow Gen2 is to provide an easy, reusable way to perform ETL tasks, right? Using Power Query online. Also, the Dataflow Gen2 has the Power Query that is also available in the Power BI. So for the BI people, it is very easy to use the Dataflow Gen2. Like before loading the data, importing the data into the Power BI, they can do all the transformations in the Dataflow Gen2 only, and then you can directly import the data and they can create the dashboard. So let's suppose if we talk about the Dataflow Gen2 with the pipeline. So if you choose to use the data pipeline, that we are going to like to do it here also after at the end of the video. So you copy the data and then use your preferred coding language to extract the transform and load the data. So there is another way you can create a Dataflow Gen2 first to extract and transform the data, and then you can also load the data into a Lakehouse or other destination. So we have talked about ETL, but there is also a process of ELT. You can extract, load, and then transform it. So another option, there is also another option which might be we can use a data pipeline and a Dataflow Gen2 for ELT process. And let's the file we are going to use today, the data, it is belongs to a sales part, which is the order table. So what we will do, we'll use a pipeline to extract and load the data into a preferred destination, such as maybe we can use the Lakehouse, and then we can create a Dataflow Gen2 to connect to the Lakehouse data to clean and transform the data. So in this case, what we'll do, we'll offer the Dataflow as a curated semantic model for data analyst to develop the report. And also the data flow can be horizontally partitioned as well. So once you create a global data flow, data analyst can use the data flows to create a specialized semantic model for the specific need. And also data flow allow you to promote reusable ETL logic. So let's suppose once you implement a ETL logic, you don't have to implement again and again. So on the interface, I will show you at the right side, whatever the logic you're implementing, that is being added. So if you want to reuse that logic in another part of the data, you can use that. So that's why Dataflow also allow you to promote the reusable ETL logic that prevents the need to create more connections to your data source. And it also offers a wide variety of transformations that can be run manually or on a refresh schedule or as a part of the data pipeline orchestration. So this is the, why the Dataflow Gen2. Also we gone through it can eliminate the manual overload working or the error prone, the ETL task. It's also ensure the consistent reusable data transformation that we just covered now, and also consolidate the multi-source retail sales data into a single clean data set. So bringing data from multiple sources and doing all the transformations and then moving it to the particular destination. So now, what are the benefits and limitations? Right. So we go through the benefits and limitations once. So there's a more than one way to do the ETL or ELT data in the Microsoft Fabric. So considering a benefit, it also extend the data with consistent data, such as standard date dimension table. So and also allow you the self-service user access to subset of data warehouse separately, and optimize the performance with data flows, which enable extracting data once for reuse, reducing data refresh time for slower resources, and also simply data source complexity by only exposing data flows to larger analyst groups. And it also ensures the consistency and the quality of data by enabling users to clean and transform data before loading it to a destination, right? And it gives you simplifies the data integration by providing a low code interface, so you don't have to code anything. Just you have to apply the drag and some visual interfaces also there where you can drag and drop, or you can just click on some of the icon and the transformation can happen. And what are the limitations? So currently the row level security is not supported, and also the and to create a Dataflow Gen2, you need to have the Fabric capacity. And also the data flows are not a replacement for a data warehouse. So data flow and data warehouse, these two are totally different things. So here I will do one thing. Before the demo, I will walk you through the interface and what are the options available. So for that, I am going to manually upload the data that I have. So I will use the text and CSV file. So see, there are two options. One is the link to file. Let's suppose if you have some CSV file somewhere, so you can just give the destination, the link to the file, and will create a connection, and the data will be available for you in the Dataflow Gen2. But we'll do it later. But currently I'm going to upload a file manually. Okay, so some error is there. Let me check once. Okay, so looks like there's a problem with the OneDrive. So we'll do one thing. I'll import the data through the link only. So there is one data from the Microsoft. So let me put the link here first. So we have to just type the link and we can get the data. So just give me a second. So I have given the link and just click on next. So it will automatically extract the data from that link and bring that data into our Dataflow Gen2. So see, so it automatically pass the our CSV file has comma separated file, right? So it automatically detected there is a comma and automatically given the delimiter also. Like we don't have to manually go and in the drop down and like click on the whatever the limiter we have and pass the data according to that. So this is the difference between Dataflow Gen1 and Gen2. This is the advanced one, right? So we click on create and the data will be available. To see this visual presentation, you can add the if you want to do any transformations, so you can also add plus here and you can do the transformation. You can choose the columns, you can remove the columns if you want to keep some particular rows only from the top bottom, if you want to keep some range of the rows, right? If you want to remove the top rows, blank rows, you want to sort ascending or descending, you want to merge the multiple queries, you want to transform the tables group by or use the first row as a header. So these are the transformations present on the table level. You can transform any column level also. So you can change the data type, detect the data type. Some particular key column is there, you can mark it as a key. And also the transform text column, if you want to, let's suppose address column is there where multiple things are present. Street is there, address is there, country is there, pin code is there. So you can split the data according to that. Transforms the text column, the lowercase, uppercase, capitalize the each word. You can trim the data, you can add the prefix or suffix. Then the statistics level transformation is present. The sum, minimum, maximum, median, average, standard deviation. Then the transform number column. So you can add the mathematical transformations also. If you want to add some particular number to a numerical column, like sales order ID, we have multiple. We can't add. This is not right one. But these are the mathematical level transformation present. Add, multiply, subtract, divide, all the things. And the scientific also, like if you want to square, cube, power, square root. So the multiple options are present to do the transformation either at the visual level, either you can go click the icon and you can try. So if you see here the right corner bottom, there is a multiple three options are there. One is the diagram view. So this is the diagram view currently. Click on this data view. So this is the data view, and this is the query view. Like it automatically writes a query for you. So we'll go to the diagram view. So if you see, there is a diagram. So you can transform the data here also, and you can transform the data at the data level also. So we'll go through the one by one option. So if you see home, in home symbol we have the multiple source, that if we want to bring the data from multiple source. So currently I have used the text CSV file and bringing the data from the particular link which is available in the GitHub. So these are the source, you can bring the data. If you click on more, you will get the same page that we have gone through earlier. So see, in the recent whatever the source we are using to bring the data, which is here. So we are bringing data through this particular website or particular link. So you can see the type is web and the location is same, the what you call the URL given here. And from like 3 minutes ago we brought the data. So these are the multiple source. If you click on view more, you will see all the sources that we have already seen. So there are more than I think 70 to 80 sources are present. Now coming to the second options. So this is the what are the recent sources present. We are bringing the data. These are the particular source. Now click on create table. If you want to create a table on a particular column, including multiple columns, you can create the table here. Cancel that for now, and then come to the manage connections. So these are the connections that we are using right now with the link to bring the data. That will show you the current project. Then coming to the other one, we can add let's suppose destination where you want to put your data. So currently they are giving the four or five options: the Lakehouse, Warehouse, SQL database, Azure SQL database, Azure Data Explorer, and the others are also in the preview phase. So when you click on view more, we'll see these 5 options are present, but other options are also in the private preview. Once it is available, you will see here in the destination part. And then coming to the this is the Dataflow Gen2 level setting, the mostly on the view part where you want to the default editor view, what you want, data view or schema view, what are the steps you want to be shown, data flow, data load, data gateway, all the data flow level settings are present here according to the view part. And then comes to the these are the parameters you can set at the particular query level. Then other is the refresh. You can from like let's suppose I'm creating a refresh, so it will automatically go to that link that we are from that we are bringing the data. If any new data is getting added there, it will automatically bring the data here. So we don't need to again put the link and create a new connection to bring the data. And this is the same destination. We can choose any destination from the level 5 destinations. We can move our data to the particular destination. So these are transformation I showed you earlier. So these are all are transformation. You can add a remove column. You can keep top rows, bottom, or a particular range of rows. Or you want to keep duplicates, you can click on, and if any particular duplicates are there, it will be persist in the data. Then the removing top rows, bottom rows that we have all seen. This is a filter that is available in Excel also. You have this is a symbol for the ascending and descending part. This is the like a split column. Like if you have used Excel, you have been aware about all these settings, all the transformations part, right? Now coming to the queries. So see in the queries part, you will see what are the tables available currently. So the queries part basically show you the different data sources. So currently it is we are bringing data from the text and CSV. So now it is called queries. Earlier it was used to call queries pane. So these queries are called tables. Like whatever the queries inside the query, the multiple panes are present. Like particular pane is first pane is order here. So these are called tables. So when it is loaded into your data store, and also you can duplicate or reference a query. If if you want to duplicate the data, right? So see duplicate option is present here. If you want another order table, like for the such a creating a data schema, star schema, or splitting the data into a separate smaller tables, you can duplicate the data. You can create another order table. You can also disable the load of a query in case you only need a one-time import, right? Now the another part is the diagram view. So the data preview pane. This is basically if you're seeing here, this is the data preview pane. One where the diagram is where the original data is. So it's for you the subset of data. So if you see in the data here at the last, we only have 200 columns we have imported, not all the columns. If we go see the particular preview phase only show you 200 columns, 200 records, but in the preview phase it is showing all the records. So it basically allow you to see which transformation you should make and how they affect the data. So in the diagram view, you can apply any transformation and you can visually see which transformation is being applied on the particular data. And also you can also interact with the preview pane by dragging and dropping the columns. To change the order, or right click on the particular column, or to filter or make the change. So the data preview shows all of your transformations for the selected query. Then comes the query setting pane. So if you see at the right side, there is an option of query settings, right? So the query setting pane includes the applied steps. Let's suppose if I am just for example, I am just adding order quantity. I am just adding the +1 to a particular order quantity. So that will be shown here in the applied steps. That will show you in the demo also. So which will be automatically applied when you connect to the data source. So each transformation is represented as a step. So currently we're seeing 3 steps. Source is there, then promoted, then changed. Okay. and whatever steps that you applied when you connect to the data source, it will be available here in the applied steps. So depending on the complexity of the transformations, maybe you might have several applied steps for each query, right? And most steps have a like a gear icon. If you see, there is a gear icon, setting icon is there, right? So it says the promote all scalar types and promote only text and number types. So what are the like uh, particular data type you want to apply on top on that one, or otherwise you can repeat it at transformation also. This is what you have applied on that transformation, and if you don't want that one for that particular transformation, so you can click on the data that can be deleted also. That we'll see in the demo part. And here is the advanced editor. If you see here, this is the advanced editor. When you load the data from a particular source, that will be automatically this code will be created. Okay. And if you come to the right corner bottom, so there is an option of data destination, right? If you click on the plus icon, it will show you choose the data destination where you want to store the data. So this is the overview of the Dataflow Gen2, the query, how it looks like, what are the transformations available, where you bring the data from the source or external source, how many connectors are present, where you want to move the data, the destination, how many particular destinations are present, and we went through the particular options, the diagram view, the data view, and also if you see on the top, after the home, transform options are available. So these are all the transformation options. Then if you want to add a particular column, you can add a particular column also and apply the transformation on top of that. This is the view. Like currently we are in the diagram view, the query setting, and we can click on the schema view that will show you all the columns present here. You can see here the line item to order city, product ID, line item, customer ID, order date, and sales order ID. Right. So now we'll go through the demo, and demo what we'll do, we'll use the same table that is called order. That orders we just brought in the Dataflow Gen2, and after successfully transforming the data, we'll try to orchestrate it with the data factory pipeline that will show you just. So actually I was planning to show you the full demo in this video for the Dataflow Gen2, like creating the workspace, creating the destination, and then creating Dataflow Gen2, applying the transformation and moving to the destination, and also keep replacing the Dataflow Gen2 using the data factory pipeline. But to keep the things crisp and clear, I am breaking it into two parts. So in the next part, I will walk you through the like complete hands-on demo. Like it will be step by step, creating end-to-end, starting from the workspace and orchestrating the Dataflow Gen2 with the data factory pipeline. So stay tuned, and it's going to be worth it. I will show you the each step one by one. It will be clear for you also to understand each and everything. That's it from my side. Keep exploring the data field and keep learning. Thank you. Bye.